Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Carries HD here, and I am back at you with another commentary. Clips is not going to be here today, and in the gameplay, it is me and Nade City. Nade City is a guy I recently started playing with, and we have an 89 and 17 dubs team or something like that, so it's a really good gameplay. We end up beating the opposing team pretty well. They weren't that solid of a team, and so we ended up bringing out the W. So I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. In the background, I end up doing pretty good. I end up dropping somewhere around 8 kills or something like that. So yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and let's get right into the story. Alright, so today what I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to be talking about the time that or actually 2 times that I almost died due to severe weather, or, you know, yeah. So the first story, this is probably around my elementary years, probably elementary going into intermediate school. Intermediate school is like 5th to 6th grade. Anyway, so what actually happened, like when I was a kid, I didn't really like going to school that much, so I would actually end up like telling my mom that I don't want to, like, I'm sick, or I don't want to go to school. And well, this day I actually had pink eye, and my mom was like, you can't go to school with that, so you're gonna have to come with me to Iowa. We currently live in Missouri, so Missouri to Iowa, we were going to my grandparents' house, is about a 6-hour drive. 6 hours there, 6 hours back. And we were going up to Iowa for my grandparents' house for, I mean, my grandma at the time, she was very sick. She was diagnosed with cancer, and she really needed my mom's support and help. And so my mom was spending almost all of her time driving back and forth to Iowa to help her mother get through the time she was having. And so that day I actually had to end up going with her. And after everything went great while we were there, and then we, on our way home, there ended up being a chance for severe weather. So there was a chance, I think there was a tornado watch at the time, but then it turned into a tornado warning for the area that we were in. I was actually sleeping on the way back, and my mom ended up waking me up, and she said, get on my phone and check the radar right now. And so I got on her phone, I was checking the radar, and I saw that it was going to be really bad. And my and we were listening to the radio, and they were telling us to get indoors, and there ended up being a tornado warning, and we're just driving down the interstate, and we see the clouds start to circle or rotate, and then all you see is a funnel start to create, and it starts going down towards the ground, starting to build a tornado. And when it started going towards the ground, me and my mom freaked out, because this tornado was going to go right into the path that we were driving. And so it gets right down to the ground, and you guys know where there's like that little area to where it hasn't hit the ground yet, it hasn't connected with the ground, but there's debris building on the ground and starting to swirl, and there's like an area on the ground under the tornado where there's a bunch of rotation and debris getting destroyed or whatever. That's what was happening at that time. But right as it was about to hit the ground and connect with that bottom part to make a full tornado, it went right back up into the clouds, and it didn't form an actual tornado, which was it was very lucky. Me and my mom got very lucky that day. We ended up being okay. I think we just went through some like bad rain and hail, and we got home safely that night, and so that was all good. Now, my second story is actually of another time that I was up in Iowa. I was up visiting other family up in Iowa. I was still living at the same property I am now, so it's about 6 hours away. And we were driving, I think, 30 minutes away from where we were actually staying at the time, to go and just see a movie, because the town we were in isn't very popular, so it didn't have a movie theater, and it didn't have, or well, it had a movie theater, but it didn't have any of the popular movies. It had like one movie. So we were going down south like 30 minutes to go and find a movie that we wanted to see and go watch it. And as we were going in to the movie, we saw that there was a chance for severe weather when we were coming out. And we came out, as we were going out of the place, we heard on the radio that there's a tornado warning in an area around us, and we got into our car, didn't think much of it, and started driving back up towards where we were staying. And as we were driving up to where we were staying, we looked over to the left of us, but the tornado was actually rain wrapped. Now this tornado, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but it was the Parkersburg tornado. It was an EF3, or it was an EF5, destroyed the whole town of Parkersburg. It was a very devastating tornado, and it's just crazy to think that I saw the funnel form as we were driving on the interstate, and I told my dad to hit it, and he starts going about probably 90 to 100 miles an hour to try and outrun that tornado, and we ended up getting home safely. And we started watching the news and saw that tornado, it destroyed the whole town of Parkersburg, and it was a horrible storm. About the same as pretty much the Joplin tornado. Just the Joplin tornado got a lot more hype because it was more of a bigger town than Parkersburg was. So those were the two stories of when I almost died to severe weather. Now, when I used to live in Iowa, I originally lived in Iowa, and then I moved down to I moved down to Missouri when I was about in, I think it was 4th grade. I moved down to Missouri because I had my dad needed to for his job. And so we moved down to Missouri, and then we actually moved another time to about northern Missouri, and that's where I'm staying at now. But whenever we used to live up in Iowa, the tornado season there was awful. I remember having like 13, I think one year I counted 13 tornadoes. I remember waking up in the middle of the night and having to go into my closet to keep safe away from the tornado. And so the tornado season was always awful there, and I remember having to like take limbs off my tree and limbs that like fell into the road and stuff, and taking them to the landfill with my dad. The season was always awful there. But I hope you guys enjoyed the story today. We are bringing you guys a lot more content, and I think I'm going to be uploading on my main channel soon. So always be looking out for that, and I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary today, and have a good one, guys. See ya.